Hello everyone and welcome to another card video. Today we're playing with some Your Neck stamp supplies. We have an animal antics theme going over on the Your Neck stamp blog. So I pulled out some fun. I'm sorry about that. I didn't see it. I know it's annoying. It's terrible. So we're going to cut a piece of Neenah 110-pound cardstock down with my second from largest Your Neck stamp stitched rectangle die. This is my very first Your Neck stamp set ever that I ever purchased. It's called Waddles Food Truck. And we're stamping it onto Neenah 110-pound cardstock with Your Neck stamp black olive ink, which is a Copic friendly ink. And I end up having to stamp it twice. The first time I press it down and I must not have put enough pressure in the center, so I had to re-stamp it. But that's okay because I have my Misty. So I'm pulling out my Big Shot, which is only out of the way because I'm filming. And we're going to cut this MFT t-shirt die, which is no longer available, out of some Neenah. And we're going to stamp this Waddles that is supposed to be working in the truck, but I'm making a uniform t-shirt. So he's on the pocket of the t-shirt. I'm just putting a little bit of fun, some banners in my food truck window. Also stamping that in Your Neck stamp black olive ink. So I'm pulling my go-to Copic markers. Oh my gosh, that's probably going to have to be in my next video. If you want to skip ahead, go to 43311 and then you won't have to see any of this coloring if it's boring to you. But I'm just using a crap ton, that is a legit measurement, of Copics, of gray Copics, okay? So I'm doing neutral grays, light neutral grays on the bottom half of the truck. Oh, look. Here he is, Mr. Appearance. I know what you're doing. And I'm using the dark ends on the bottom of the truck and then C's, the dark C's on the wheels of the truck, and then the light C's on the actual body or paint job of the truck. And so it's a lot of gray markers, but it's not fancy. I'm just trying to add a little bit of interest in my to the background, and so it really doesn't matter. A lot of it's getting covered up by my t-shirt die. If you can remember, we've still got to use that big die cut. So I'm making the headlights yellow and the taillights red, which is standard, right? That's typical. And then I'm making a rainbow for the banner in the window there. And then I was really thinking, like, how could I color in that window? And I'm just gonna make it glass. So it's a glass, like, ice cream truck or something. It gets covered up anyway, okay? But hey. So now we're coloring my t-shirt, and I've stamped Waddles here. I know that it's slightly too big for the t-shirt, but I don't care. It's awesome. It still looks cool. And I'm just using the same colors from the food truck on the Waddles. So it's just using the same variations of color on the t-shirt that I did on the truck to make them match, to be cohesive, right? So Waddles, I usually paint all of my penguins black. I'm sure there are much more interesting penguins to color, but I don't have skill level that high. So my Waddles is usually just a plain black penguin. Maybe his belly gets a little fancy sometimes, but I tried to kind of enhance the score lines of this die, and I wish I hadn't. Now it just looks like a sweaty t-shirt, but it's okay. It's already done, so whatever. I'm gonna deal with it. So, but as I was coloring this, I got a great idea. I have an idea. To make a mustard splat with this Got Mud stamp set from Your Neck Stamp. I'm gonna use that, like, little mud splat in some, and I'm looking to get a really good, I have quite a few yellow inks, so I'm making the decision, and it finally is a Butter Bar by Hero Arts, and so I'm stamping that to be my little splat of mustard stain on my dirty t-shirt. So I think it turned out really fun, and I'm glad I did that. So we're pulling out some Lawn Fawn Black Licorice cardstock, and I'm a goober, don't you think? Assigning our sentiment here, we've got congratulations from Cool Tag Banners and new job from Clearly Besotted's many messages, and we're stamping them with Versamark ink, and we're gonna heat emboss them like I always do. And this is Hero Art's ultrafine white embossing powder. And we're going to use the Wagner heat tool that has been heating up this entire time right there on that trivet. And we're going to heat emboss it. Voila! It looks marvelous. And I have this dirty, nasty Swiffer duster cloth and the oil of my hands to get the excess powder from the EK Success powder tool I use to prep my cardstock. The oil from your hands really does help. We're using Hefty Doodle strips of ease dies here to cut out both the congratulations and the new job portions of the sentiment. I've been really using a lot of sentiments lately, like combining like different fonts. I don't know, it's like a new thing. Do you guys ever rip your paper, or do you always use precision cutting tools to do so? Because I did. I know, but hey, it got the job done. So I wanted to use Fog Simon Says stamp, Fog cardstock, and Lawn Fawn's Milos ABCs, which are incredibly small. Did they shrink? I had to use my glasses to see them. I know you guys don't typically see me that way. We're also using Zing charcoal embossing powder. And once we stamp it with the Versamark ink, I'm going to use, charcoal is a dark gray. It's a, really nice, cool, dark gray. I really like Zing embossing powders. I typically pull out this copy paper. Do you see that? I don't know what that is. I need to clean my craft room. But, so it's a very nice, dark, cool gray, and I like to use it because I'm obsessed with gray, white and gray. It's annoying. So I'm also using a Hefty Doodle strips of ease die to cut that out as well. And once you get all the embossing powder back in the little tiny jar, you just do that with the rest. So we're going to use this like medium strips of ease. Is it the medium or the large? Oh, I didn't write that down. It's either the medium or the large, okay? But we're also using black craft foam to pop up the entire front panel, and I cut this piece of double-sided adhesive. Well, Tim actually cut it. I told him to. So, but I'm not used to using it like that, so I don't know. It works really well, but once you pull it off, and this is totally because I hit it with a chop saw, sometimes you have a really hard time getting bits of adhesive that the saw shredded. So if you're planning on doing that, it's a very handy idea, but you will kind of shred some of the adhesive. It's not meant to be used that way. So I'm popping up my t-shirt with the Scotch 3M foam adhesive and adhering. This is what I mean. See that? Yeah, that was a pain in the butt, but it's a perfect size for my backgrounds. And we're just trying to align it straight. And once we have that, we're going to pop up also some of the little sentiment strips got double, like where it's hanging off the t-shirt, and I put them wonky on purpose. I promise. I wanted it to be a fun looking sentiment to match the grubby shirt that I made. So I put it wonky, and some of the ends are popped up with double foam tape to keep it the same height. I felt like we needed to add a little bit something in that right-hand corner, so I broke out these Tailored Expression wood veneer bits. I've had these forever. I'm sure they're probably not available, but I'll check. And this hot dog, this extremely small hot dog, okay, it's really tiny, and I'm going to stamp on this wood veneer. I've never done this before. I'm sure all of you are like, girl, I've done this a million times. I hadn't. So I did use Copic friendly ink because I wanted to see what would happen with the alcohol inks from the Copic markers, and it did bleed a little bit, so you might be able to see that in the final pictures. It wasn't too bad. I was still happy with it, but you could maybe heat emboss with VersaFine on the wood veneer, and that would prevent that maybe from happening. I don't know. So the wood is very porous. I'm using Ranger Multi-Medium Matte Adhesive because I don't want these suckers to go anywhere. I keep that in my syringe, also available in my Etsy shop if you're interested in them. The Etsy shop name is Koren, Wiskman and Company. To make this exclamation mark a little bit bigger, I adhered two together. Find me on social media. I love talking to you guys. Leave me a comment down below. Coming up next is actually my husband upgrading my vanity mirror. What are you doing?
I'm playing.
Playing? Playing. So, this is a makeup mirror, and it's supposed to be hung vertically, hence these holes here in the ends, but I don't want it to be hung that way. I want it to be hung horizontally. So we have to edit it. This is my closet, so I'm sorry if it's too private.
What is?
My closet pictures. It's not much yet, but one day I can see the potential.
I need a smaller bit. Oh, drop!
Anyway, this is what it looks like.
What the hell?
Right now. Hi! Hi! How are you? Ah, we look so cool!
Yeah. I just want to wear this all day.
You want to wear that all day?
Yeah.
You know, you have yours. I have it on backwards.
Mommy, you have backwards.
There. It looks less ridiculous front ways. You want to wear yours?
No, I just want to wear
You just want to wear the mini ones?
Yep.
Okay, dude. Whatever.
Oh,
His are up here. I got that bag when we went to Disney last. It's a cooler in the bottom. And then that's Dexter's. Oh, God. Oh, crap. This has his name on the back.
Dexter.
Dexter! What is that?
It's a worker pig.
It's a worker pig?
Yep.
I love your imagination.
And this is Gail.
Gail?
Yep.
Oh, okay. That's a good name for a ruler. It's the Homecom LED illuminated bathroom mirror. Okay, push the blue thing. Ah.
Push the red thing.
Oh! Okay, don't click it more than once, okay? Do you like it?
Yeah! I think I want one of these.
You want one of these? Why? You like seeing yourself in the mirror? This is a good light. You can see all the things. Can you see all the things?
Yeah.
All right. Nobody needs to see your tonsils. So here's the after. Changing out the mirror.